I guess we'll see whether they have tapped into that, whether they themselves have recognized that, and how they adapt to things here. Not changing anything up with the agents straight off the bat is what I noticed.
And with that, we're jumping into the second map. We have Split on our hands. The lead, of course, in the best-of-3 series here at the grand final of the LVL Clash for Valorando, who this time start things up on the defender's side. The Buffaloes, they have to win the map, bring it back, and force the third and final one in this grand final. There's a lot of money on the line. Winner of this tournament receives $5,000. Second place walks away with 2,400. And the first round starts off right away with the attackers starting to focus a little bit onto A side here on Split. Oftentimes we see the aggression through the middle. It seems this time it's mostly the attempt to break through A, as a rotation is already underway for Valorando. At least that's what it seemed for just a moment, moving one of the agents away towards middle. But still a bit of a passive play, with the exception of Volaka in the middle, fighting it out with Pyon and taking the first kill in this game.
The opener coming through for Valorando, very, very important indeed. Shout out once again, folks, to Zilv, fantastic observer here. Over the course of the weekend has been really, really helpful in a lot of different ways. Obviously, supplying what you see here on your screen, but also giving us screenshots of the scoreboards and things like that. Working around the ever-changing spectator client to give us the best possible show. But the push going to come through towards A here. Nice pickup coming in from Chris. An angle that maybe not a lot of people are expecting. Doesn't get checked. Running through a smoke there as well. Leaves a free kill for him. Another coming through. Lucas helping out, and it's all fallen apart once again for the Buffaloes. Only Neddy remaining, and of course Neddy, he's got the ability. He does manage to find one, but he's got to get 4 more, and I think it's certainly easier said than done at this point in time. They know exactly where he's at. The spike is also down and in the hands of the defense. And there it is. Kane comes in with the final frag. An opening pistol goes the way of Valorando.
And Eddie at least picking up 1 kill, securing himself another 200 credits. But of course, this one hurt, and hurt quite a bit. Good start for Valorando into the second game. Now they are on the defender side. This is where they're most comfortable at. The attack towards A is being set up again. A bit of a buy with a Marshal in the hands of Kane this time. There's actually also a Bulldog. Got a Spectre. 2 of those actually, whereas the attackers, of course, going more so for an eco setup right now. So just trying to pistol it out, maybe just zerg it up on A and try and rush it a little bit in the hopes to get a quick kill here. Let's see if that pans out for them. There is already the first attack. Helmsy with the kill against Braxco. That was already a good one. Taken down with a Sheriff. Nicely done. The rest of the team mainly rotating over, but the kill as Chris takes Oster down, is able to follow up with the second one against Helmsy. Pyon also eliminated. 2 versus 4 situation now. But the spike plant itself nets them 300 credits each for the next round. That's already a big semi-goal that they achieved here.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, considering what they'd invested and everything into this round as well, kind of did need to get something for it. All now going to be down to Pylon here. Spots out a couple flash going to go round, but the timing not quite there for him. They will indeed manage to pick him up. Again, a relatively clean one from Valorando. Like I say, the bomb plant is really nice for Buffaloes, but I think they spent, like I alluded to, catching the creds and stuff. It's a little difficult, I think, again, to follow, but I think they did spend a little bit into that round, so not sure if the 1 kill on the bomb plant is even worth at this point.
Yeah, they got enough though for a full-on buy here.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess they didn't.
I mean, they spent some. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
they
sure.
got a Sheriff, but they didn't get anything too massive. But in this case, it seems like Usta at least had to abandon a bit of the utility that he initially wanted to buy. It looked like he gave up one of his smokes in order to get the additional 100 credits that he needed to buy himself a Vandal here. But they are still pretty well equipped when it comes to not only utility, but also the weaponry right now. Of course, armors also 50 on each player. So this is one of the more important rounds for the Buffaloes. If they can win this one, then they can build up some momentum. Valorando with 2 wins in a row. Which also means that if Valorando wins another one, then thanks to that loser's bonus, the Buffaloes would get 2,900 for the next round, not counting potential spike plans or kills. And they're shifting it up. They're going for B this time. Single defender, all that we have there. The wall is up as they are rushing in. The rotations are happening, but that's a really good setup here. And Pyon gets the kill against Rax. Very quickly, Cypher eliminated.
Yeah, he tried to get aggressive, tried to pick up a few frags before the bomb went down. Does not really work out for them. Nice utility usage here from the attackers as well to just keep Valorando at bay. They're really, really locked out of this site right now. 5 versus 4, now into a 5 versus 3. Trade back will come in, but not before Pylon picks up 2. Ooh, nice pickup. Does come through from Chris, but I think possibly too little too late. Difficult to tell. He knows where the Sages are. Oh, but Netty with the flick around manages to pick him up. First round on the board for the Buffaloes.
Really cool play there also from Chris, though. Like, he waits long, bursts through the wall, tries to get the immediate kill in, but then the flick, as he said, Netty once more just being... he's honestly the backbone of the team at this point. Every single time when the shit starts to hit the fan, he's there and just cleans house. So we have 2 versus 1 on the board on the second map. Good lead for Valorando, but that was an important win for the Buffaloes. Pick up a Guardian here, actually, for Pylon. They attempt through the middle for the first time. They're shifting it up quite a bit. First, the attacks on A that we've seen over and over again. Then the move into B. This time, the attempt to break through the middle with the wall already up. They break through it very, very quickly. High ground position for Raze. We can get the angle there, but there's, of course, the slow op, and that allows the rotation. Bolt coming in. Sova again. And Brax for the kill against Helmsy with a Sheriff. Well done.
Looking a little dangerous off the back of that. The heal now spent by the Sage, so that's a kind of 30-second window that's not available. Fair amount of ordnance still remaining for Valorando as the smokes have gone down here, buying more and more time. The boombot will be used and need to follow up. I think Kane should be okay from this. Is going to take it down, wants to be safe. That's fair enough. Another bit of ordnance in. Nice crack angle held from Looker. A great shot landed there. Another kill to come through in a highly important round from Valorando. They're going to now move towards this B bomb site where Rax is waiting. The Cyber Cage this time better placed. He spots out one, gets the double in the smoke. Kane is around to help out for the flawless round for the defenders. Beautiful stuff for Valorando to get straight back on the board.
It shows once again how important Cypher is for the defense and how strong Rax really is. His timings are just absolutely perfect. The setups that he places down every time trap the attackers. He has the vision, has easy double kill, slows them down too. It allows the rotation of the rest of the team, which in this case wasn't even needed. Buffaloes, 2 points behind. Good start here for Valorando. But let's be honest about it too. We expect Valorando to take a solid lead here. They are on the defender sides. This is where they are at home. If the Buffaloes were able to come out with a positive result out of the attackers round, that would be a very, very bad sign for Valorando. So the question here is more so, how big will the advantage be as we're heading into the second half of this second map? And can the Buffaloes then bridge that gap? That's at least what I would expect here. So Valorando they have to get these points. Every single win for the Buffaloes here is a big one in my book.
Yeah, they managed to get the spike down here on the Buffalo side of things. It was looking good, but a really big play comes through from Kane. Chris to get the final frag. The operator saved as well. So a good recovery. It did look a little bit dicey. Some well-placed smokes on that A bomb site can actually make it quite difficult for the defenders. Like we have said multiple times, those brimstone smokes last a long, long time. So you kind of feel like you have to run through them. Do you want to wait? You get impatient. Very dangerous times with those smokes on the A side, but it works out for them in the end. Kane coming in once again with a nice little clutch play.
Yeah. Rax here with the early setup now once again as he's the one controlling B. Gets the camera out first of all, just wants to see whoever comes through. Only one attack in this case, everybody else is focused onto the middle again. There's the jump, and that didn't quite work out the way that Raze thought, but she still gets the kill. Still is able to get the kill against Lucka here. Nicely done. Cage on the other hand is up, that's a 4v4 situation from here on out. Middle still heavily attacked, Netty with a kill against Braxco. Well played. Only 3 defenders remaining and a good chance for the Buffaloes to maybe pick up another one. Kane falls and that might just be another point for them on the board if they can eliminate the final 2 defenders or just plant the spike.
Seconds remaining. They are going to creep towards that B-bomb site in from heaven, all 4 players. I feel like maybe just look safe here. It depends on what Rax gets done. In an advanced position in the tunnels. Here's them all around, and meanwhile the rotation coming through from Chris going to get taken down easily, and when the peek comes in, yeah, not a chance. See you later. Nice clean one from the Buffaloes there. Really, really clean rounds. They survive with 4 players. And they've got 4 ultimates available as well, Kaldor, so a lot of potential to maybe start the ball rolling on their attack finally and string a few together.
Yeah, Laka still has his op.
This is a nice spot. This goes
Vandals and Phantoms spot by the rest of the team. But that second point was important. And again, if the Buffaloes can keep the gap small in score, then on the defender side, they should have a good shot here. And they really start, as so many other teams, to focus more and more onto B, go into the middle, see what they can pull off here, and then there might still be the rotation towards A. But it's interesting to note that they actually don't have a single player on A just now, so they definitely are going to make a commitment here, towards middle at least. Bit of a slow play, Incendiary comes down, and control that spot. Laka again with the op, trying to find someone here. So far doesn't have a chance there, everybody else is towards his right. Wall comes down, Incendiary also on the ground. Actually, it's Phoenix who places it down here. There's another wall, and dodging away. Yeah, the mid-focus in every single game that we've seen so far on this map has been huge. Pylon opens it up with the kill as they are rushing towards the window, trying to break through here. Kane is down, but Chris again with his ult every single time. He comes in, is able to also get the kills out. Netty countering right away though, but it's Valorando with Laka and Rex who clean house, take the final attackers down, and put the 5th point onto the board. 3-point lead.
Yeah, a bit of a crazy one there, to be honest. There was a 2k from Chris, there was a 2k from Neddy, and then Rax comes in. It was all over the place.
That goes there.
Definitely have to feel for the observer on that, to be honest. There was a Hunter's Fury in there somewhere, I think, on the attacking side of things, but I'm not 100% sure. Crazy round. But it does go the way of Valorando, which, again, is really, really good for them. A lot of ordnance spent there by the Buffaloes. They're opting to get aggressive in middle off the back of the orbital strike. Really nice stuff. Sure, they don't find any kills, but big information for Valorando early on.
Initial move towards A, actually, and then they're now rotating back to B here. Ray's already sniffed out. Needs to be very careful that he doesn't get caught. The middle is a bit open, though. And they're trying to use that to their advantage. The rotation towards A initiated again. Yeah, a lot of fluid moves actually now between the 2 bomb sites from the Buffaloes. Really just trying to see where they have the best shot. And A still guarded by 2, but Laka gets the kill against Helmsy over on B. Definitely a bit of a problem for them now. Okay, here comes the tremor through. Still
I think
sneaking up the ramp.
The super scary thing here is the fact that Valorando, all their players have been so strong across the course of this series. As you can see, though, they are getting beaten out a little bit here. Huge pickups coming in from Pyron. It will be a plant as well, and now the remaining 2 Valorando players are in a bit of a pickle. Rax is here in quick succession. Looker moving down the ramp. Oh, they weren't expecting this player, though. I believe it was Looker who came from the ropes, and then 2 players just jumped straight up and catch them off guard. Nicely done by Buffaloes to split the attack, kind of a double-pronged attack there, and they managed to get that 3rd on the round, on the board, sorry.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a problem now also when it comes to resources, because there's quite a few on the defender side that don't have enough for a full buy. Since all of them are just eliminated, they're actually going into an eco round now. So that might just be another point picked up by the Buffaloes. And as I said before, I totally expect Valorando to come out ahead in this first half, since they're just so comfortable on the defender side in general, also with the agents that they play here. But if the Buffaloes can keep this gap to a minimum, they have a really good shot in the second half to pull ahead. So every single point that they put on the board now is super important, and a 4th one at this moment would mean a lot. And they're trying to break through the attack here in the middle now.
Deploying drone.
Chris with the drone. He's gonna spot out at least one. Yeah, he turns
Possibly.
to left. Yep, there it is.
Nice push in from Rax. I was going to say it's a very slow start to this round, but he takes the initiative, and I think the thing is as well, right, with playing this Cypher and having that spy cam, if you put it in similar spots every round, you might not spot people every single round, but then you kind of get a feel that actually they're not playing anyone in the B tunnels early on. I can get aggressive. Okay, Pylon once again. I think he died to that a little bit ago as well in one of the games earlier on. Really not sure of what happens with that aftershock. Definitely needs to learn because he's died a couple times. Questionably from it. Look at though with the double spray down from behind. Flawless round coming in from Valorando. Oh man, it's so difficult here for the Buffaloes. As soon as they seem to get a foot in the door, it's just like immediately slammed back in their face.
Yeah, that one hurts. That one hurt a lot actually, because as I said, this was a round that was just when you looked at eco and at equipment, definitely winnable. Attackers had a bit of an advantage there, but it didn't go well, and now we have a 6-3 lead for Valorando on the defender side. So that was a big one. That was a big win for Valorando. Well, now that we're heading into the next one, of course, the attackers. There's a few Spectres actually on their side now too. We still have a Vandal here for Pion, so that's going to be important. Sage walked away with that. The AWP for Chris though, and that's a kill. First kill coming in. Chris with the AWP this time on his Sova. Yeah, there's the ult hitting pretty much everybody. Slowing them down. Chris with another kill. Helmsy at least got one counter, but it's a 4 versus 3 now. And they're still committed to A, and this is just spelling trouble. Already more vision granted. They know exactly where Sage is. There's a shock dart coming in. 23 HP. That's not a lot. Has the heal ready, but might not be able to use it. Has the time, but just as he was going for the gun again, Lucka breaks through the wall, takes Netty down. Pylon at least gives the counter kill. 2 remaining.
There's definitely a chance here.
Yeah.
There's definitely a chance. I'm not sure they fully recognize where these remaining 2 players are at. They definitely do now, though, with the trap wire coming through. And Pylon having to be really sneaky. It makes it very difficult to find trade frags. 1 versus 3 is going to pop the run it back, but immediately taken down. They know he's got to be somewhere nearby. I think they have a very big read on where he's at yet and going to be able to deal with him. So once again, Valorando coming out on top. Not quite as dominant as some of the rounds that we've seen recently, but still looking strong here. As we have come to expect from their defensive side, it's really, really good stuff from them. 4 ultimates available again. So another chance at picking up a round here.
Yeah, especially the running back there towards the end. They knew exactly where he was. There weren't really too many angles where he could have come from, so they had a good look at the rest and just needed to call it out. They did it immediately, so they already knew which corner he was hiding in. Quick kill. 7 against 3 now. Buffaloes definitely trying here, but good reactions. And let's just look at the ults alone. We have a 4 available for Valorando now. There's only 2 rounds left in this half, so we're going to see those used very, very soon. Ray's already committing to her own ult, not getting a lot out of it, so that's a big problem. Yeah, and here we go! Lucka coming in, calling down the Hellfire. They get 2 kills out of it. 1 because the player repositions and has to go straight into the line of fire. Second one through the ult itself. 5 versus 3 situation. Very, very well done here to initiate this 11th round.
Absolutely perfect stuff. And now, how do you recover it back? They do have a res available here in the hands of the Sage, of course. But already we're seeing a flank coming round towards the back end from A. Discovering that there's no one out at A. There's no one in towards the attacker spawn. More and more information, but Lucka is all that's really needed, to be honest. He doesn't care about that information. He's just hitting his shots left, right, and center. 3k for him so far. Helmsy trying to find something, but gonna get tracked. Does deal with a bit of ordnance, I suppose, but ultimately it's just like wasting ammo, giving them more information. Has to group up with Neddy to try and pull this round back from the brink, but I don't think it's really going to happen. I think they have conceded it. Yeah, no time. Unfortunately, they have like no control of anywhere pretty much, and I think once this time runs out, they are going to look to hunt here, and maybe a chance to survive, or maybe an ace for Luck. He will get taken down eventually, but a 4K coming in from him, a very big round, and Neddy falls in the end. So 8th round coming in, now into the final round of this first half of what could potentially be the last map of the Grand Finals. Buffaloes are going to be struggling somewhat.
Yeah, and also, let's just point out real quickly, the last kill against Neddy was actually important, since as he takes Lucker down, there is a chance that he picks up the AWP and secures it for the team.
True,
so
very true.
That was a really, really good kill for them. But this is the last round in the half, and we have 5 holes available. We have the Resurrect on both sides. Still got also all the information through Cypher, if he pops his. Ooh, talking about it. Pion with the insta-kill against Braxco. Damn. That was a quick one.
That's what you need to see, man.
Yeah.
What needs to happen, to be honest? You need to get aggressive. You need to get in the face of your opponents. You see the Hunter's Fury coming out from Chris. Has been very prevalent on it. Not going to find anything, in fact. I don't think he finds any damage at all. Pylon, meanwhile, has rushed out onto this B site. And, okay, here we go. Through the smoke. Usta giving Rax a taste of his own medicine. And we might just see them secure a bit of a round here towards the end. 5 on 3.
Yeah, it's looking good for them now.
Uh-oh.
And Kane giving us his Pylon 2 down. Double kill on both sides. The Resurrect. Neddy making it happen. Last man standing is Chris. 4 versus 1. This should be the round. Yes, Neddy secures it. He gets the final kill. And that's 8 points against 4 as we are entering the second half of map 2.
Cage triggered.
So we're going to get a quick recap of what went down in that first half. Really, really, really tough start, I think, for the Buffaloes. Once again, we talk about how important these early rounds are, and you can just kind of see, as these replays come through, quite a few rounds go the way of Valorando before the Buffaloes were able to get one back, right? And that was kind of the case the entire half. They maybe strung 2 together like once or twice, but didn't have the same sort of momentum that Valorando did, and it's really made the difference. But with things swapping over here, Buffaloes, we've talked about Valorando's defense being really good, but Buffaloes also had a pretty good defense, so we'll see what they can pull off.
Yeah, and this is really the moment to just show what they're made of. They need to bring this back if they want to have a chance to tie the score in this best of 3 and force the final map. They definitely have the tools to do that. So on their defender side, how can they actually hold this one down? Valorando is now attacking. They need another 5 points to secure this one. First round is going to be super important already. Bit of damage dished out. There's the first kill. Pion gets it against Chris. Nicely done for the defenders. But he's under heavy pressure as everybody just swarms in, and it is going to be a pistol battle over here. Another one coming through as Brax gets eliminated. Cypher is low as well. We have just utility flying everywhere. Cages up. The smokes are coming. The blinds too. But as the dust settles, it's a 5 versus 2 as Neddy gets another kill against Rax. Valorando falling a bit behind here.
Yeah, not looking too good. Low HP bars across the board as well. Look at 23 HP in a 1-on-5. Not going to happen. Flawless pistol coming through from Buffaloes. That is exactly what they needed. A really, really, really strong start here to the second half. No spike plant even for Valorando. So really strong start for Buffaloes. And it, in a lot of ways, economically, in terms of momentum, in terms of the morale and the confidence of the players as well. It's so, so important to get your foot in the door in the second half.
Yeah, big statement made by them right now. This isn't over. We're still here. We're going to bring this back. That's the statement that they needed, for sure. And now, of course, the second round. Valorando, again, going to try and pull something off here. We got a couple of really proper weapons on the other side, but nothing really bought for the attackers, it seems. There's no armor, at least, on Rax. He didn't buy a pistol either, so they're just playing this stand as they can. Ooh. Any kill is a good kill right now. Rax gets taken down, though. Pion with the second kill against Laka. Neddy, and this could be another flawless one, as the only man standing is Chris. And he is good on Sova, don't get me wrong, but I doubt that he's that good. No armor, no gun. Doesn't get a kill. That's another flawless round. But as I said, they didn't spend anything outside of utility.
Yeah, this here on the replay actually could have been a lot bigger, I think. If they'd have grouped up to do that, they could easily have overwhelmed that one player on the B-bomb site and at the very least gotten a spike plant. But it seemed like it was an afterthought, I suppose, from Kane. He didn't communicate that they could do that with the rest of the team. It just kind of depends circumstantially as well, because I think using the barrier orb behind another barrier that's already up, you can't really do it if the Sage isn't there, and how are they to know that Sage was going to do that on the B-bomb site? But definitely something to consider for the future.
As it stands, just simply having a spike plant would have been nice for them. Would have been a few credits, but this is of course a full buy for them right now. They gave up the second round in order to get enough credits for this one, but Pylan opens it up with a kill against Braxco. Kane at least responding in kind. Pylan with another one. Kane again with a reply. 3 versus 3 as they're moving on to B. Rotation of the defenders is happening. Spike so far has not been brought over, and one defender is still on the ropes. Waiting it out here. Pion the one to guard the spot. As the spike is now being taken. This is going to be a super important round here. Valorando walks away with the momentum from this point on. And they have a good shot of getting the double digits pretty quickly onto the board. But the Buffaloes with 2 early rounds won in this start to sneak over to A.
The ropes. Rax has a lot of information to work with. There's no one holding ramp. They can definitely attempt to make it across here.
They all went to A. They're expecting a rotation here. Oh, a little bit of damage already done. But here we go. Clusters are in. The Roomba is also there. Gets taken down right away. Helmsy with a kill against Kane. Nice. Well done. Sage is also rotating over. Could get the heal in, but Pion takes Rax down. Chris eliminates Helmsy. 1v1 situation. Time's running out too. Not enough time to plant the spike anymore. It's on the ground anyway. It's the kill. Netty comes in and takes Chris down. Netty every single time he delivered on the first map, and he is delivering like a god on map number 2. 14 kills for him. Only Lucka ahead of him with the 19 on the side of Valorando. But look at that score, Scrave. 7-8.
Now bringing it all the way down to just a 1 round between them. It is so very close. And Valorando, as you can see, not the best of buys coming into it. A few sheriffs in a frenzy. But other than that, not a lot to write home about. Ordnance, you would have thought. See what they can get. They are going to put a lot of pressure in towards middle, so these players getting aggressive need to be careful. Braxco doubles his score as he picks up 2 frags. Moving up middle, obviously there's a lot of information now in for the defenders, but they've lost a key point of this map. It is such an important spot that so many teams try to battle for. The aggression does not pay off. The 2-for-2 trade, not going to work out for the defenders, because like I say, they lose the control of middle.
They lost the mid control. They still have 1 on the ropes here, so need to be a bit careful, but the attackers are falling back, trying to make the rotation over towards B. There's already the scout information as we have the drone coming in. Gets taken down by Netty. He's still holding the point for now. They move through the tunnel. But everybody starts to shift over on the map right now. They're holding the B spot. Everybody's here. Everybody's assembled. With 1 trying to wrap around a bit from behind here. The attackers, though, in a pretty decent spot if they can just evade being eliminated by Netty here. This one's important. Here comes again, Sova, looking for the damage, the kill, nicely done, Netty with a hit against Kane, dodging out all of the damage. Follow-up kill, and the clean fight, Netty with a triple, making it happen, and tying it up. What a setup again. The Buffaloes on the defender side excelling right now.
Yeah, they are looking so good. Once again, we talked about the prowess of the defensive sides of both of these teams, and just seeing it on the replays, how simple it is looking right now for the Buffaloes. They're trying their absolute damnedest on the Valorando side of things to fight back, but it's proving difficult. It's proving very, very difficult. Looker on this operator could be the difference maker. However, they have got a relatively strong buy coming in here. Going to group up outside of B for the most part, leaving Rax on that lurking position over at A.
Yeah, once again, Smoke's just dominating over here. They're moving through B, though. Easy access through the tunnel. They're pushing through there. At least it seems like they are. A bit faster there. Okay, here comes the slow. 1 orb down. Second slow orb also on the ground. Kill kills are getting exchanged here. Nice! Netty again with the kills. Finally eliminated 2, but still an advantageous situation for the defenders.
Oh!
Revive the kill. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Braxco, on the other hand. Holy hell. That changed quickly. The revive first of all, then the double kill immediately against the attackers. But Braxco is able to get 2 of that situation and turns into a 1v1.
Up behind as well. No idea. The flash will come through, but I think it's mainly just like a sound bait kind of thing. Oh, the mind games here are absolutely huge, really. Started running off towards the A-bomb site, and Pion is going to rotate silently through mid, sure, but the mind games from Braxco are absolutely perfect. He, at the very least, is going to get the split down. Going to get the spike down, sorry, but all the same, I don't know. He's low HP. It could be difficult. He needs to get into a decent post plant here as very, very quickly. The rotate coming back through. Is he going to opt to move up the ropes? No. He's going to hide below them. Will Pion expect this? The boombot going in. Not going to spot him. He is so sneaky right now. Here's the steps coming through as well, but misses his opportunity slightly. However, no idea at all. It's planted for him as well. Knows that he's not on the bomb. Oh, but he doesn't creep back in fast enough. And Pion will find him. Goodness me, it is a game of inches. It is a game of inches right there, but Pion with a big clutch to secure the lead for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, beautiful one. That was really well done. I mean, initially we had this insane exchange, yeah, super chaotic on the spawn. The revive that comes in just a second later with a quick follow-up double kill that we saw from the defenders. Helmsy in particular gets the kill against Chris, and the follow-up afterwards, turning it into that 1 versus 1 situation that we saw play out there towards the end. But the result is the same. The Buffaloes in the lead. They are taking the lead over Valorando in map number 2. Now keep in mind, guys, this is the second map. First map was won by Valorando, a best-of-3 series. So if this ends with a victory of the Buffaloes, we are going to head into Haven as our final map. So we'll find out soon. Rax, as all of this starts, uses the Guardian, though, to get the kill. Turns this into a 5 versus 4. Yeah, good job by him, and a good start for the attackers. That's exactly what they need here. Get the quick kill and try to capitalize on it.
Have to make something off of this. They really do, and that's not the way to do it. Braxco gonna peek into middle, straight into pylon. The orbital strike will come through, and at least the trade is there off the back of it. Nice pickup from Looker. Nice play from him as well to peek out and spot if the Phoenix was gonna run away, making sure like the kill is 100% secured. However, we do have the Resurrect available here on the hands of Neddy, so definitely could bring it back into a 4 versus 4. Looks like they are going to move towards A, but they're moving very slowly on the Valorando side of things, and the rotation's starting to come through from the Buffaloes. They are more than prepared for this, but again, the man advantage for Valorando is what we are looking towards.
Yeah, here come the kill though. Quick exchange. 1 down on each side, but the follow-up, Netty again, coming in, getting another one. Just absolutely MVP for them, but he is all alone right now, trying to make his play. Comes in with a heal, tries to get another kill, gets one, turns it again into a 1v2, but this time we actually have Brax in position here. Luck actually it is, who takes the kill and puts another point onto the board for Valorando, and therefore another tie. This is going down to the wire here. Absolutely love it. Fantastic first half that we had. Valorando slightly ahead, but the Buffaloes definitely showcasing now in the second half how strong they are on the defender side.
Yeah. I think it's down to the map, it's down to the teams themselves, and it's down to kind of just the way that the game is working at the moment with the ordnance. A lot of it is designed to slow people down and to keep people at bay. So obviously that is going to favor a more defensive mindset. But definitely is down to the teams. I think these two teams are particularly good on their defense as compared to a lot of the other teams that we've seen. Ooster gonna take down Looker early on. That is a big name to be taking, and a nice confidence check as well. Some of these plays in towards mid from Valorando have been working really well recently. Nice Hunter's Fury coming through from both sides, in fact. Helmsy gonna get one in the sewers. Big damage there in the middle as well. A little bit of a chunk onto 2 players. Forces the Sage to use her healing orb. Meanwhile, we're now into a 5-on-2. That seemed like a off-the-cuff decision there from Braxco to run in, trying to pick up the pieces. Not going to happen. Down goes Chris. And immediately, as soon as Valorando are back on the board, we've got the Buffaloes with a flawless round.
big one. I mean, great setup right there, as you can see, and those were beautiful kills that came through in the middle. A bit too aggressive maybe on Valorando's side. Easy capitalize from the defenders as they get the flawless round and the lead on this map. A total back and forth here the entire time. I mean, they are really neck and neck here.
Yeah.
Now the Buffaloes in the lead. Goodbye for them. And we are going to see another eco round likely for the attackers. So if Valorando can just absolutely pop off here, the Buffaloes should be able to pick up another point. It's definitely not going to be an easy attack, let's put it like this. But the aggression alone, if you can overwhelm someone on the point, you find a good entry, you just zerk them down a little bit and swarm him, then you can get that kill and maybe have a chance to slowly get yourself some weaponry. But as it starts with only pistols, this is going to be a tough call. We're able to buy some utility, that's all. They just didn't have enough for the proper buy. Good dodge on the blinds, and they're all funneling in. Pylon capitalizing with a double kill, but 2 are going down, and that's of course easy weaponry in the hands of Valorando. Now they might just be able to pull this off after all. Good trade for them, very good trade for them. But Netty, always Netty, the triple kill. Someone stop this kid for crying out loud. Unbelievable, he makes it happen again and takes them down single-handedly.
Yeah, looking so good there. Quick replay on this one as well, just lining them up on this corner. Fantastic stuff. I don't even think he realized, to be honest with you, but a great round on the Guardian. Absolutely fantastic, to be honest. He is so strong right now, looking great. 24 kills. It keeps getting better and better and better and better for Neddy, and therefore for the Buffaloes, 11-9 now. Their defense looking so good here on Split. And again, Valorando, we did see a little bit when it came to Bind. Their attack wasn't so good. They're very good at Haven, but it seems the other two maps not quite as clear-cut, not quite as coordinated, let's say, and it is definitely showing here towards the tail end of this game.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, initially the trade was fantastic for Valorando in the last round. It finally gave them some weapons. They could just loot the 2 defenders that they took down, and then Netty just another day in the office. I think he's doing it every day. I mean, it just continues where left off. Gets another double. Pylon at least chips in, says, dude, leave some for the rest of us. So he takes 2 kills as well. That leaves Rex standing as the last man for the attackers. And the Buffaloes, they are pulling ahead as Usta takes the kill. 12-9. One more map, one more round is all they need to force the final map in this best-of-3 grand final. Beautiful stuff.
I mean, this is what we wanted, right? We wanted the competition. We did kind of want to see that third map as well over on Haven, which is Valorando's favorite map, quite clearly, from the performances that we've seen here. And it would be really fun to see what Buffaloes can bring to them, as we've not seen them play Haven, in fact, right? We watched them play Split earlier on. But we'll see. Not quite out of this one as yet. We've got 3 rounds left to go, but Helmsy, he will take down one, almost lining them up there. Showstopper does nothing for Pion, and the res coming in as well onto Rax. This is definitely a good chance. They've got 3 ultimates still available to use here, and a lot of control on this A site. The spike going to go down at the very least, but it's a question of how they hold the site.
Yeah. But a good decisive round for them so far. They made the decision early, they decisively pushed in, the communication was good, the execution right there. 4 with 4 now, here comes Gold as he's running it back, trying to go in for the kill, can't quite get it though. Braxco takes Helmsy down. Gustav with a kill against Chris. And here comes once again the Breach-All, Kaint and Lucker coming with the kills, and that leaves Netty standing in 1 versus 3. Good odds for him, actually. If the past few rounds have been any indication.
Certainly, he does have the res available as well. Picks up the head of 1 second. No, why are we peeking into him? Oh god, he gets the heal off. Lucker, however, there's enough time for him to back away. He'll go down to the spike, but ooh, it's a little risky there. It is certainly a little risky. Didn't realize how far tick the bomb was, in all fairness, but Netty just doing great things. Unfortunately not able to take the round, but money taken off of the Valorando side, which is big.
Yeah. And if you were wondering about his nickname, God is actually his last name. Netty coming in here. He's at 28 kills. Oh my god. Yeah, that kid woke up this morning, put on the backpack and started to say, okay boys, it's time to go for the carry. Netty just absolutely dominating this game. It's really crazy what he's pulling off here. 12 to 10 though, despite his efforts and the kills that he got in the last round, it was still a round won by Valorando. Where the smallest of margins, they lost everybody. They still were able to pick up the round. They got the 3,000 credits, 3,300 actually, since they obviously also planted down the spike, so that was important. Pion, on the other hand, takes down Rax as this round starts. Another match point for the Buffaloes as they're starting to move in. Pylon with another kill. Makes Rax go down. Wants to go for the double here. Gets another flash through. He's already calling some help over, but is eliminated by Kane eventually.
Yeah, not the best of starts. Once again, Rax with a solo play over at A. Don't quite know why. Braxco does the same thing then at middle. Use this ordnance. Don't just go running in. Work together. That's what this game is all about. That's what the other tactical FPSs that some of these guys are known for are all about. So it is definitely raising some question marks. Oh, huge orbital strike coming in. That'll clear out the mid-angle, allows them to push into mail room. Kill coming in off the back of it as well, but the return orbital strike. In comes the peak, in comes the 2K, and there it is. Netty with the final frag. The Buffaloes will take